Howdy Booktube, Nikki here with a July book haul. All the books that I acquired in July, some that technically weren't acquired in July, but shh. So July was a huge month. I went to VidCon and I went to America, which is where VidCon is, so I had to be there to be at VidCon without having some sort of ethereal out-of-body experience. Just to clarify, I was in America. Cool. And I did buy some books because it's me that we're talking about here. And I was in America. I feel like I've said that way too many times. I also acquired a few books, not from my own purchasing powers, which is amazing because it means that I didn't pay for them. Yay! I'm going to show them to you now because that's what you do in a haul. There are two books first that I want to show you that I can't remember when I got them, but I haven't hauled them yet and it doesn't feel complete until I've told you about them. The first one I won in my first ever book competition held by Aussie Bookworm, who is awesome sauce, and I will link her channel below. So thanks a million for that. And that book was Me, Earl and the Dying Girl. This is becoming or has become a movie, and I was super keen to read the book first. The movie looks amazing. Just BT dubs. I have read the book. It's also amazing. I was a bit concerned when I got it because I was like, where do I put this on my rainbow TBR shelf? Where? Because it's so many colours. I had to read it straight away because I couldn't put it on my TBR shelf. It's a really funny book. I adore this cover, just BT dubs. I know that there's a movie cover, but I'm glad that I got this one. Thanks again, Aussie Bookworm, for this precious book. The other book I got is kind of a recent release, and I got it as soon as it came out, and that was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Said with that intensity because that was my excitement surrounding the book and Sarah J Maas. I really enjoyed it a lot. This is a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. It's with fairies and stuff. Also shout out to Book Depository because the first one I got had a giant scratch up the back, as though one of the fairies in the book was trying to escape. So in fear of my life, I said, hey, this book is infested with fairies. And they said, that's okay. We'll send you another one. And they did. Yay them. Yay us. Go team. Before I left, my best friend came over at stupid o'clock in the morning before our flight because she wanted to say goodbye. And she gave me a gift. And the gift was this book. Death of Captain America. This is by Larry Hama. Hammer time. I don't know if that's right. And it's based off the graphic novel by Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting, which I haven't read. So yes, I've never read a novelization of a graphic novel before. I don't know if that's the right terminology. It's a wordy novel adaptation of a graphic novel. Does that make sense? Probably not. Sounds cool. Pretty stoked for it. Forgot to bring it with me to America, so I didn't read it on the plane. But I didn't actually read anything on the plane, so I probably wouldn't have gotten a chance to read it anyway. Also, this book is really freaking beautiful. It's like proper leathery niceness, and then there's the broken shield. What? Super stoked to read this at some point, so thank you, Kirsty. Amazingness. It's a really nice book and I want to kiss it. While I was in America, I procured a few books, as I said. I actually didn't buy as many as I thought I would because I had some self-restraint from somewhere. I don't know where that came from. But the first book that I bought was one that I've been dying to read for ever, and that is Hyperbole and a Half. Unfortunate Situations, Flawed Coping Mechanisms, Mayhem, and Other Things That Happened by Ali Brosh. Hyperbole and a Half is of course her blog, which I have read bits of and really thoroughly enjoyed, and I super wanted to read this fabulous book of hers. I know it's going to be hilarious because her blog is hilarious, and it has her awesome famous illustrations. Look at that. That is some quality illustrations right there, and it was cheaper over there. So booyah! Another book that I really wanted to buy since I read a book by the same author is Just Don't Fall by Josh Sundquist. I read We Should Hang Out Sometime and I thought it was hilarious and amazing, and this is his first book, so I really wanted to read this and I couldn't find it anywhere. I hadn't actually seen it in person in the flesh, but then it was available at VidCon and I was like, give me that book now please. So I bought it, I own it, book fist. It's like a bro fist. but more painful and with a book. Josh Sundquist is, of course, an awesome YouTuber. First of all, he is an amputee, so he's got one leg, and he is also a Paralympic champion guy who did some sports. What would you call that? Skiing? I'm sure there's like a term for the skiing. He did some sports. So I can't wait to read that one. I saw some of my friends at VidCon, which was really great because I hadn't seen them for like a whole year. And a while ago, my friend Jeff messaged me and he was like, there's this event happening at YouTube Space. Would you like me to pick up a book for you? And I was like, excuse me, do you have to ask? So he picked up this book for me, The Haunting of Sunshine Girl by Paige McKenzie. This is based off a YouTube web series, which I have not watched. I don't know whether to watch it and then read the book, or then read the book and then watch it. So if you have done either of those things, or both, let me know. It's supposed to be creepy. I think this is a girl who gets haunted, but it is blurbed by R.L. Stine, as in Goosebumps, king of the 90s, R.L. Stine. So I'm actually really pumped to read this. Cover is awesome. It's hardback. I didn't pay for it, so it's all good in the hood. When I got back from VidCon, I came back to my Loot Crate, which is a monthly subscription box that you can get, and it's kind of got nerdy themed stuff, geeky, gamery, superheroes, all sorts of things. The theme was heroes, and it came with a book. It doesn't always come with a book, but a lot of times it comes with comic books. I got Ready Player One from it one time, which I flipped out about. A bunch of other kind of novelty books and stuff I've gotten from it. It came with this book, The League of Regrettable Superheroes by John Morris. This is actually a Loot Crate exclusive edition, so I don't really know what's different about it. I'm guessing that means it's more orange than the other ones because Loot Crate kind of black and orange is there. Shtick. I'm really pumped because I had marked this as a book that I wanted to read. It's just stories of unfortunate superheroes throughout history that kind of got left behind because they were, well, regrettable, I think is a good word for it. Regrettable, that's the one. I'm hecka pumped for this. Thank you, Loot Crate. I've been really happy lately with the books and comic books that have been coming in my Loot Crate, so I'm like doubly excited when it arrives. The last book I received as part of my book club that I'm in. We had a Christmas in July book exchange, so we all like had a bit of a wish list of books we wanted, and then we got paired up and people sent us books. I kind of forgot that I put this on my wish list, but I'm so glad I got it. I'll tell you why. It is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. And Holly Black is actually coming to my city next month as part of a writers festival with Cassandra Clare, and I haven't read anything by either of them, so I'm like, now I have a Holly Black book and I can read it! Woo! Yay, team! Book fist. Ow, that really hurt. I need to find a better way of doing that because it hurts. I don't really know much about this. I think it's set in the present. I think it's about a town filled with vampires. Something about TV show. And there's one person who's not a vampire or is pretending to be. I don't know, man. I didn't really pay attention. I was just like, oh, cool, shiny book. I'll put it on my wish list. Thank you to my mystery elf, Santa person. Good choice. Good choice. I just spat everywhere. Now I'm gonna stack the books. Gonna stack the books now. There's a couple of hardcovers here, man. It's gonna be heavy. These are the books that I acquired. It's not as bad as it usually is. Oh gosh, that one's falling down. Have you read any of these books that I've shown you today? Are they good? Are they bad? Did they hurt your feelings? You can tell me. I will punish them. Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below if you have any recommendations based on these books, or just based off my face, or just, I don't know, based off the position of the stars. If you have any book recommendations, just let me know. I'm gonna go put these away and add them to my Goodreads list. I've been really good at keeping track of the books that I own and the books that I want to own on Goodreads. I'm like a Goodreads champion. Anyway, I am gonna go put these books away and I'll see you next time. But in the meantime, you should add me on Goodreads because I update there a lot now. I didn't used to when I was a youngin'. It's like, updating every book that you read. Try every page. No, I don't update that much. I'm not that annoying. I promise. I promise. Just add me on Goodreads. Please.